It's that time of year where you sit down with the family watching Christmas movies. I have been watching a bunch of them, some old favourites and some that I've never seen before. At this time of year, I like to go to the lists and see what are the most famous or best Christmas movies and try and pick out something I'd never seen before. One that always jumped to the top of the list and I just never pulled the trigger for some reason was A Christmas Story. Considering I do love Bob Clark and his movies, especially from this era, it's been a surprise that I didn't go and watch this, but I was never really pushed towards it until this time where I, finally pulled the trigger and hit play on it. We get the story of Ralphie, this young boy who only wants a BB gun for his Christmas, and he's going to do anything he can to get it. It's set in the world of 1940, where it's Christmas time. His mum and dad, the things they're going through, his brother, his school relationships with his friends, with the bullies, with the teacher, and everything is all encompassed in this movie. And what I really appreciated about this one, and there is a lot of things I liked about this, was it's from his point of view. We're put into the mind of Ralph, where we get his voiceover as an old man telling the story. We get him as a great performance from the actor. We get fantasy scenes of him going into his daydream-like world, which kids, do all the time. Hell, I still do it as an adult, but it's so much fun. And it's a little bit off-putting the first time you see it, but the more and more it goes on, it becomes endearing, warm, like a cuddly warm blanket just enveloping you. It's such a great feeling. And the movie is really well done. We get these strong characters. We know exactly where Ralphie is in his burgeoning life persona, and we get the city people around about him. We get a good idea of the mum, we get a good idea of the father, and we get ridiculously funny scenes that play to all the family. And one of the hardest things to do is to make one of these family pictures which caters enough for the adults as it does for the kids. And what it does magically well is it puts you back to that time span of when you were that age, when there was just something that you longed for, desired and coveted so much that you would do anything to get it, that in your little brain you kind of work these ideas that in hindsight were fully see through what you were trying to do. But you're forming the machinations of manipulation. You're not quite master of it as yet, but you're trying to lead folk down this pathway to get the result that you want. And it's so much fun. There is laugh out loud scenes in this that were just wonderful. I think the whole scene with the parcel coming to the house was just expertly done. The tongue in the post was hilarious, but one of my favourite standout scenes was when little Ralphie and his brother go to visit Santa Claus at the department store, and the manhandling, business-like nature of the elves and Santa is just terrifically fun, obscure and terrifying at the same time. The way they're just manhandled and brought up, dealt with and chucked away, moving on to the next one like a constant conveyor belt of screaming, snotty children. It's just marvellously done. You get reoccurring storylines like the bullies that it's obviously going to lead to a conclusion at one point, and it's really well done. And it has a little bit of heart and a little bit of emotion in it as well, because you understand the mindset of Ralphie being pushed too far and the ultimate kickback of that. I think Bob Clark directs the hell out of this thing. He knows where to situate the camera to put it from Ralphie's point of view. He does repetitive nature, especially the bullies. It's shorthand that's done exceptionally well. When he moves into a little bit of a more obscure, terrifying element, like that Christmas visit to the Santa, it becomes scary, horrific, terrifying, and it really in your face the way it's just filmed and played out. I understand why I now see this at the top of all these Christmas lists of great Christmas movies. The family loved it. I thought it was wonderful. I can't wait to watch it again, and I will be before Christmas. I think it was that tremendous a movie. And it's one of those ones where you have to take a step back, kick yourself, and really just go, why did I never watch this? Why did I never put this movie on? It's hilarious, it's funny, it's endearing, it's heartwarming, and it feels kind of true to the characters within it. There's no smalchy nature to it, it's just pure Christmas joy. I absolutely loved this movie. If you haven't seen A Christmas Story, if you've been hanging off on it like I did, it's time to dust off the cobwebs, go and check out this amazing film and watch it become a regular watch for you. Have you seen A Christmas Story? What do you think of it? You probably have. Everybody seems to, bar me. I'm the last one at it. Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on the movie, and I'll see you next time on Man vs. Film.